Hey guys, welcome to Beauty and Knowledge. I am your host for today, Chantal Holly, and I will be reading through a book that portrays, beauty and knowledge. Beauty, well, on the inside in terms of personality, because we know beauty as makeup, clothes, skincare, but there's also the beauty in terms of how you portray yourself out there to others, how people see you besides the mask of contour and foundation. So today I will be reading a chapter from this book, Who Runs the World, Girls, and I will be reading a woman called Wangari Mathaai. Wangari Mathaai. She's from my home country, Kenya, and the fact that she has gotten a spot on such an amazing book is a great inspiration for me. So I will read for you guys. Wangari Mathaai was born on April 1st, 1940, in Nyeri, Kenya. She was a well-known fighter for the environment, women's rights, and politics. She spent her whole life working for social justice, sustainable growth, and environmental protection. I think if the audience is aware of this, she was very big on environmental conservation back in Kenya. And we learned about her in high school, in primary school, even in kindergarten. And I think there's a portrait of her outside the National Museum. So through her work, Wangari Mathaai became a strong voice for protecting nature, giving women more power, and making Kenya and the world a better place to be. Her notable accomplishments and unshakable dedication made her famous worldwide, and in 2004, she won the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize. She grew up in a small town in Kenya. That greatly impacted her love for nature and her dedication for sustainable development, considering the fact that our country is a third world country, so we don't have a lot of skyscrapers, and I think the only place that we can consider like a city is the CBD, the capital city, which is Nairobi. So I understand her. She grew up around a lot of trees, a lot of vegetation. Growing up surrounded by nature, she saw how people in their natural surroundings are linked. This early connection gave her a deep understanding of how important the world is to human life and how important it is to protect for future generations. Mathaai's childhood taught her many things, including how important it is to work hard, help others, and get an education. The rest of her life's work and the causes she would later support would be built on these ideals. Mathaai showed early on that she wanted to learn and was determined to do well in school. She traveled to the United States to get a better education, where she studied college. Mathaai got a well-rounded education on Mount St. Scholastica College in Atchison, Kansas. Mathaai got a well-rounded education at Mount St. Scholastica College in Atchison, Kansas. That helped her broaden her views and feed her intellectual curiosity. She then traveled to the University of Pittsburgh and to study biology, where she was given a grant that helped her learn more about the natural world. Mathaai went to school at the University of Nairobi after she came back to Kenya. She was the first woman in East and Central Africa to get a PhD in veterinary anatomy. She did this because she was brilliant and worked hard. Mathaai was ready to make significant changes in environmental action and sustainable development thanks to her scientific background. Wangari Mathaai became a fighter for the earth and an advocate for sustainable development because of what she had seen and learned. She started the Green Belt movement in 1997 because she saw the importance of protecting the earth. This group of ordinary people wanted to stop the destruction of Kenyan forests, which was actually quite a lot back in the day. I'm saying that like I was born back in the day, but in my experience, being in primary school, we could see the effect of the constant destruction of our forests. So it was a very good movement. I think it still goes on to this day, but it doesn't go under the Green Belt movement. Yeah. We just have a public holiday to grow trees. We grow, I think, over 100. I think each person has to grow maybe over 100 trees or something like that. So the Green Belt movement was mainly about giving women in rural areas more power. Mathaai thought that if women were involved in efforts to protect the environment, they could improve the environment's health in their towns, improve their socioeconomic status, and have a more say in how decisions are made. Mathaai used the Green Belt movement to spread the word about the value of planting trees to restore ecosystems, fight climate change, and improve people's lives. The movement gave women the information, the resources, and opportunities for economic empowerment that they needed to take an active role in sustainable development projects. Mathaai was an environmental activist who did more than just plant trees. She knew social, economic, and political problems were closely linked to natural ones. Women became a strong voice in Kenya for democracy, women's rights, and social justice. Her work often put her at odds with the government. Extremely true, by the way. But she never gave up on telling the truth to those in power. Her impact was felt well beyond Kenya. She became known worldwide for her unwavering commitment to protect the earth and make social changes. Her hard work made her famous worldwide, and she got a lot of praise for it. She was given the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004, and she was the first African woman to get the Sustainable Development, Freedom, and Peace Work Award. The fact that she won the prize raised Mathaai's profile worldwide and gave her a louder voice on critical environmental and social justice problems. She used her position to push for policies emphasizing sustainable growth, equal rights for women, and the protection of natural resources. Her word was heard by people worldwide, and it moved people and groups to take action to do good things in their communities. Wangari Maathai's legacy will live on through the Green Belt movement and the many people and towns she inspired. Her commitment to protecting the environment, promoting sustainable development, and pushing social justice continues to shape how people worldwide talk about how important it is to protect our planet, work for fair and sustainable societies. In conclusion, Wangari Maathai's background, academic success, and passionate activism made her influential in environmental conservation and sustainable development. Her unwavering dedication scratch that paragraph. I'm going to go on. The Green Belt Movement. Wangari Maathai started the Green Belt Movement in Kenya in 1997. It is an environmental group that works to solve problems like deforestation, soil erosion, and ecological damage. The movement's main goal was to give rural women more power by teaching them how to farm sustainably, pushing tree planting, and teaching people about the environment. At the heart of the Green Belt movement was the idea that protecting the earth and helping people were two sides of the same coin. Mathaai wanted to solve more significant problems like poverty, the imbalance between men and women, and political exclusion by giving women the tools they needed to protect the environment. Under Mathaai's direction, the Green Belt movement overgrew and made a lot of progress in planting and restoring the environment. Over the years, millions of trees have been developed in Kenya that has helped protect biodiversity, slow climate change, and improve life for the people there. Political activism and women's rights. She was an activist for more than just the environment. She spoke out loudly for women's rights, equality, and good government in Kenya. Mathaai broke down barriers in a patriarchal society and questioned traditional gender roles. She inspired women to stand up for their rights and take part in making decisions. Because of her activity, she often fought with the Kenyan government, especially with the government when the government was stringent. Mathaai, I really hope I said that right. Mathaai spoke out against corruption, violations of human rights, and the loss of natural resources without being afraid. She had to deal with threats, harassment, and even jail time because she was outspoken, but she never stopped working for justice and freedom. She was known worldwide for her vital work to protect the environment and promote social justice. In 2004, again, she gained the Nobel Peace Prize. She was the first African woman and the first ecologist to do so. The Nobel Committee called her an inspiration for everyone in Africa fighting for sustainable development, democracy, and peace. The Nobel Peace Prize made Mathaai more well-known worldwide and brought attention to the pressing need for protecting the environment and building a more sustainable world. It showed how critical grassroots organizations and community involvement are for solving complicated social and environmental problems. Mathaai's impact is still being felt all over the world to this day. Her work has inspired many people, groups, and governments to take action on environmental problems, fight for women's rights, and try to run their countries democratically. Her focus on how environmental sustainability, social justice, and peace are all linked in a robust notice that we all have a responsibility to protect our planet and ensure everyone has a fair and free and just future. Wangari Maathai's life and work show how individual action, grassroots, and solid commitment to social and environmental justice can improve things. Her legacy inspires and empowers people worldwide, from her early life in rural Kenya to her work as an ecological fighter and Nobel Prize winner. Through the Green Belt movement, she helped solve Kenya's most serious environmental problems and fought for women's rights, people experiencing poverty, and people with no voice. Her work for sustainable development, democracy, and women's rights show how social, environmental, and political problems are connected. Wangari Maathai's unbreakable spirit, courage, and vision are a potent reminder that each person can make a difference and shape a more just and sustainable world. Her memory will be living on through the many trees she's planted, the people she's helped, and how she continues to inspire new generations of environmentalists, activists, and people who want to make a difference. And that is the chapter of a very powerful woman to this day is still powerful, even in her grave. R.I.P. And yeah, that's it. See you next time on Beauty and Knowledge, and hopefully we'll get to discuss more powerful women out there. Love you.